Don't settle. You don't have to settle. You do not have to settle when looking for, when, as far as relationships go, you never, ever, ever have to settle for what you want out of somebody else in a relationship. The idea of settling stems from people not being capable of looking at themselves and growing as an individual. So if people are static, they end up in this place at some point in their adult lives where they're like, oh, everyone else is coupled up in a relationship, or oh, am I ever going to find anybody? Yes, you can find somebody, but you have to work on yourself. You have to grow in order to be able to get all the boxes to check on your list. You have to grow to be able to get all of those. This part of my experience shows me that is that every time that I learn something, relationships are about learning about ourselves. So every time that I learn something, as long as I learn that, I could move on to learn new stuff. And I would learn things and be like, okay, I like this, I don't like this, I like this, I don't like this, I like this, I like this, I don't like this. And I would get everything on my list. Every single time I'd get everything on my list unless I forgot something, and then it'd be conveniently placed at the top. I'd be like, what about this? What about this? Do you remember this? Oh, okay, that's a lesson. Okay, thanks. Now I got a better, I got a better idea, because we can get whatever we want. The universe doesn't have any value judgment on anything. The only value judgment that is that the value judgment that we place on it ourselves. We can get whatever we want. And the reason that's true is look at your life. Look at our lives. Everybody, every single person's life is a manifestation of what they believe and what they want, whether they like it or fucking not. Whether they like it or not, everybody gets what they think and what they believe. Okay. And so there's that quintessential stereotypical situation where the guy's like, oh, I date the same chick, she has a different face, but it's the same chick, different names, just the same chick over and over again. It's like, that's because that guy isn't learning about himself. So when we learn about ourselves, when we use relationships to grow, when we ask ourselves, why did I put myself in that situation? What was my part? Why did I choose to participate? When we look at that stuff, it gives us an opportunity to see what drives us. And so you don't have to settle. You can get whatever you want. The key is you have to grow. You have to grow, and you have to let time take time and focus. That's why they say focus on yourself, follow your passion, do what makes you happy, and the relationship will come down the road. It's a byproduct of being yourself. It's a byproduct of living in the moment. It's a byproduct of living your life. It's a byproduct of being authentic. To think that it's any other way is cart before the horse thinking, which is what a lot of our problem is, and what what we've been raised with, and what we've been sold. We have to learn when I focus on taking care of myself, when I'm focused on being emotionally healthy, when I'm focused on just doing the authentic things that nurture and develop me, the world reciprocates. That is the fastest, most effective, most authentic way to get exactly what we want, is to work on ourselves.